The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
180. Hey, alert, alert.
Okay, just like that.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's set a target.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Crabtree has it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Finish. 180.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Watch the run.
The first down carry for Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's 180.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen, they set up the screen for Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get ready.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold eluding the pressure right. Caught here by Bell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, son. Red 80.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Yo, 80. Check 30.
Now a first down carry by Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Yo, 80.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Hey, exit.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw, Darnold. Got an open man, it's a known one. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a first and goal. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Man, lady.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second down and goal. Darnold dancing to his left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal.
Check four.
Here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second and 12, Rosen. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards there and a first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack by Jordan Willis.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Hey, what? Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Coming. Watch the egg. Hello, lady.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half and put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Let's go, baby.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
That sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
54, Mike. 54, 80, 54, block 54. Get in the right.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Rip right.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Ladies, watch the slant.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Keep it up. Hey, Delta. Mike 50, Mike 50.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And an Allen run. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Rosen will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. That'll bring up second down.
Go. Go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Set. 80 weapon. Bang. 80.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
And he's got is well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Darnold on first down. And his pass incomplete. This Raiders and Jets contest is a part of the NFL 100 series. And a little history lesson, back in November of 1968, there was a game between these two teams where the Raiders scored 2 touchdowns in the final minute to win. And actually, coverage was broken away from that game on the East Coast to show the movie Heidi. So a lot of the Jets fans missed the Raiders' comeback. Can imagine some saddened faces when they took the rubber bands off their newspapers the next morning on the East Coast. But don't worry, folks, we will not be interrupting this broadcast to show the movie Heidi. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Here we go.
On second down now. It's Bell. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, what a move. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half-court.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
57's the back.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Crowder now to return. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 20! And he's in! Touchdown, Jets! Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. So when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and now it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
46 to Mike.
On third down, Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's good.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Hey, check Mike 50. Man, 50. Check Mike 50. Bravo. I'm coming.
On second down, it's Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm coming. Man, Eddie.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Cooper was the target there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
He's going to want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, Noodle's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 of enemy territory. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
50's the money. They're going to need some therapy after this. Young lady.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tim Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, every day.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they're seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Let's go, G.
Running from the gun with Henry. Down to about the 22 here. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From the 22, Rosen, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
55.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And the Raiders 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Check 99. Alert.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Now 4th down.
Let's get it.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
I got you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Hey, quarter. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I got you. I got you.
Hey, Zoo.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here's Rosen. Forced out to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll be brought down.
Quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see. With just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I got one. Two times.
The Jets with victory seemingly in hand. They take the knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special
they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Jets, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.